Okay, coach. Okay. So, remember, today's focus of our lesson is going to be hand dribbling a ball. Okay, so today's focus is hand dribbling a ball. Now, before we get into our activity today, we always have to do a warm-up, and I'm going to add an instant activity to your warm-up today. So, what your warm-up is going to consist of is going to be 7 push-ups, 15 jumping jacks, and then what I call an instant activity. So for you that are in here, you see where the orange cones are. You will do your instant activity inside the orange cones. For you over there that are off of the camera view, you will do your instant activity over there. Does everybody remember what self-space is? Yes, anybody with a quiet hand want to explain to me what self-space is?
When you don't step out, you just, like, where your arms are out.
Good. So a reminder of self-space is finding an area that we can stand in that is not around anybody else. Anywhere that our limbs can reach to is considered our self-space. So we will be working our activities today in self-space. So when you go and grab a ball, you will find self-space. So our instant activity is going to be grabbing a ball, finding self-space, and then just dribbling the ball until I blow my whistle. So again, how many push-ups are we doing?
7.
How many jumping jacks?
15.
15. And then what are we doing? Instant activity. We're not doing a grass run. We're taking the grass run out today. We're doing an instant activity. So again, how many push-ups?
7.
How many jumping jacks?
15.
And then what are we doing after that jumping jacks? Instant activity, that's right. You will come and grab a ball out of any one of these hula hoops right here and do your instant activity. So, nobody should be bouncing a ball when I blow the whistle. Nobody should be bouncing a ball when I am doing the instruction. So, when I say my magic word, what's my magic word? Okay, what is my freeze signal? The 3 whistle. Okay, good. So, when I say the magic word, do your push-ups, do your jumping jacks, and then get into your instant activity. Ready, go? So you over here, do your push-ups, do your jumping jacks, and then get into your instant activity. So go ahead and find yourself space. Get in yourself space, work on dribbling. Stay in the activity area. Working on self-space. So there's a couple balls right here that you can take. Work in your activity area, inside the activity area. We're not moving. We're staying in a stationary area in self-space. You okay? Find yourself a nice spot in there to dribble. Good. I like how everybody's staying in their self-space, not moving. Doing a great job, just dribbling it around. Remember, we are not kicking the ball. We're just dribbling. There's a ball over there. Good. There you go. So go ahead and try using your other hand to dribble if you want. So if you get to the point where you're kind of saying, I'm pretty good at dribbling with my dominant hand, go ahead and work with your non-dominant hand. Good. I like that you set down your equipment at your feet. That's how you show respect to your equipment. Good job. Okay, so when I say the magic word, I would like you to put your balls back into the hula hoop and come have a seat so I can give you instruction on what we're going to do next. Ready, go? Good. No, you go over there. You got to be over there, Goofy. Thanks, David. Okay, so what we're going to work on today is what we talked about is hand dribbling a ball. So what you'll see up here is my objectives on the board. Sometimes students will ask me what SWBAT stands for. That's an acronym. So it means students will be able to. So anytime that you see on my board SWBAT, that just means students will be able to. This is what I want the students to be able to do at the end of the lesson. So for today, students will be able to dribble front-back stance in self-space. We all know what self-space is. We talked about that. With knees bent using the cues, pads, and push for dribbling, and the cues, front, back stance, waist high, and knees bent for self-space. So that's what we're going to be working on for our psychomotor skills, okay? This one right here is for your cognitive skills, for thinking skills. Students will be able to differentiate between movement and personal, which is self-space, and general space. So by the end, hopefully you'll be able to tell me the difference between dribbling a ball in self-space and in a general space when we move around, okay? And lastly, we've talked about this last week. Students will be able to demonstrate respect for self, others, and equipment during physical activity. So we all remember about how we show respect to ourselves, right? We talked about if you're frustrated, what can you do? Take deep breaths, right? Not get angry and throw stuff, okay? We talked about having respect for others. Hold on, I'll get it. We talked about having respect for others. How do we do that? You remember what I talked about? Yes. That's right, high fives. Good. Anything else? Elbow, yep, that's right. Elbow, fist bumps. Anything else? Handshakes will work. Yes. Right there, positive talking, telling your friend or your classmate, hey, I love what you're doing. You did a great job. So I know that you guys will all show this because you guys are a great class and I've heard you do it before. So first thing that we're going to talk about is dribbling. So when we dribble, let me grab a ball here. We got two cues that we talk about for dribbling. And those cues are pads and push. So everybody, put your hand up in the air. And at the tips of your fingers are pads. These are our finger pads. So this is what we're going to use to dribble the ball. We don't want to dribble with our palm. We want to dribble with our finger pads. So you'll hear me say pads, pads. That's talking about your finger pads. And then you're going to hear me say push, push. Push is us putting force down on the ball so the ball will come back to us. So here's pads, pads, push, push. Pads, pads, and push, push. So we're pushing the ball, and you see how I am using my finger pads on the ball. That's what we are going to practice today. We're going to practice when I give you the magic word. You will go get a ball. You will practice pads, pads, push, push in self-space. Ready, go. You sure can. So remember, we're going to be in self-space. Pads, pads. Push, push. Good. So remember, stay in the activity area. Try to stay in self-space. If it is easy with that dominant hand, try switching and using the other hand. We're going pads, pads. Push, push. You can't find any more balls?
That one goes away.
Well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to practice. Oh, practice this with what I have out here, and then I will try and get some more next time. There we go, good. Pads, pads, push, push. Pads, pads, push, push. Good. Pads, pads, push, push. Jordan. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to watch Jordan here. She is doing a great job at not using her palms, and she is using her pads, and she is pushing. So she's going to demonstrate here. Pads, pads, push, push. Go ahead. Pads, pads, push, push. See how she is not using her palm? She's using her pads of her fingertips, and she's pushing. Okay, good. All right, so now I want you guys to go ahead and continue practicing. Remember, don't use the palm of your hand. Please hold the ball. Please hold the ball. When I say the magic word, we are going to continue. Pads, pads, push, push. Ready, go. Good. Pads, pads, push, push. If it is not challenging, then go ahead and use your opposite. Yeah. Yeah, what about it? I know. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, though. Pads, pads, push, push. Again, if it's too easy with your dominant hand, go ahead and switch to your non-dominant hand and practice with your non-dominant hand. Good. There you go, good. Good. Remember, stay in our self-space. It's so hard. There you go, good. Good. Way to work in self-space, good job. Doing pads, pads, push, push. Try and stay in the activity area if you could. Thank you. Remember, stay in self-space. Stay in your self-space. Try not to move around. Try to show respect for others. Good. Good. Thank you for putting your ball down at your feet. Here, can I see your ball? You come right up here. Okay, so you guys are doing a really good job now of learning how to use your pads of your fingertips and pushing the ball. So you're doing a great job. I don't see anybody using their palm anymore. Everybody seems to be using their pads and pushing the ball. So I think it's time to move on. What we're going to do now is we're going to work on a front-back stance and bend our knees. So now, what you want to do is you're dribbling with your dominant hand, your non-dominant foot is going to come forward. So for me, I dribble with my right hand, so my left foot is going to come forward. So this is a front-back stance, okay? And I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to use the pads, and I'm going to push. So I'm going to be in a front-back stance, bending my knees, pads, pads, push, push, okay? Does anybody with a quiet hand know why we put our non-dominant foot, opposite dribbling foot, in front? Good, so you stay balanced. Any other thing? Yes? You forgot? Jordan. That's right. So if you put the same foot forward as your dribbling hand, you're going to probably bounce it on your foot and lose control, okay? Anybody with a quiet hand know why we bend our knees? Yeah, so you don't fall down easily. It's called stability. Anything else? That's it right there. That's what I was looking for. So you can keep control of the ball. So if our knees are bent, we can control the ball easier, right? We don't want to stand up stiff, right? We want our knees bent. So we're going to work on next. We're going to work on front back stance. We're going to work on front back stance. Knees bent. Pads, pads, push, push. So when I say the magic word, that's what we're going to practice on. Ready, go. So stay in your self space. Try to stay in your own self space, right? We're not moving, we're staying in self space. Nobody should be moving. We should have bent knees, a front back stance, pads, pads, push, push. Pads, pads, push, push. Good. Guys are doing a great job. There you go. Pads, pads, push, push. Pads, pads, push, push. Good. Good job, Alexander. I like how you're working that. Good. Good with your knees bent. Good job, Aubrey. Good. So remember, work that front back stance. Good. Good, Johnny. I like how you got your knees bent. Good. Emma, great job. I like how you are actually keeping your front back stance. Good. Lucas, way to use your finger pads. Pads, pads, push, push. Okay, Lucas is going to demonstrate. He's doing a good job. Lucas, demonstrate. See how he's got his, yes, he's got his front back stance. He's got his knees bent. He's using his finger pads for pads, pads, push, push. Okay, good. Thank you, Lucas. So for the next few seconds, about 30 seconds, I want you to go ahead and practice again. Working all of your pads, pads, push, push. Working your front back stance. Also with your bent knees. Ready, go. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Go out of the camera view, buddy. There you go. Good. Good job. Way to work. Pads, pads, push, push. Guys are all doing a great job. Remember, stay in your self space, right? Good. I love how you guys show respect to your equipment by dropping your equipment to your feet as soon as I blow the whistle, and your eyes are on me. You're doing a great job. I can see now everybody is getting better at using their pads and pushing. You guys are doing a great job with your front back stance and bent knees. I think it's time to go ahead and move on to something with a little more involved. So, with a quiet hand, does anybody know why, or does anybody know, does anybody know why basketball players don't dribble the ball all the way up to their eyes?
Because it's easier to take.
That's
Put it down here.
good. It's easier for them to take the ball away. Any other ideas? Right. It's easier for a defender to take the ball from you. That's right. That's right. So, yes, you have a answer? Good, to stay more balanced. So, what we want to do is you're going to hear me say waist high. So when you hear waist high, what that means is we are keeping the basketball between our waist and our knees. So, yes. So we'll keep our ball between our waist and our knees, right? So we've got our front back stance, we got our bent knees, and we got waist high, pads, pads, push, push. So part of the reason why we want to stay waist high is for control. We have more control of using the basketball or the ball that you're dribbling when you're dribbling at waist high. If I'm dribbling it high, I don't have a lot of control, right? If I'm dribbling it real low, I don't have any control, okay? All right, so when I say my magic word, we're going to practice waist high, front back stance, pads, pads, push, push, knees bent. Ready, go. You want to try it? Yeah, you can trade. So go ahead, practice keeping that ball waist high. Again, if it becomes extremely easy or you want to try something different, then switch your feet and switch your hands and try with your opposite hand and opposite front back stance. Remember, we want to keep our finger pads on the ball, not using our palms. Want to dribble with our knees bent. We don't want to be stiff. We want those knees bent. Front back stance. Working in self-space. Good. Timothy. 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 You're taking a break? Okay, here we go. Scarlett. Doing a good job. There you go, using those. Good. That's okay, you're doing great. Using the pads, good. Good job, Scarlett. Good. There you go. Good. Good front back stance. Good waist high. Let's bend our knees just a little. Just a little. There you go. There you go. Good. I like it.
I found this.
You found one? Well, thank you for picking it up. I appreciate that. Good job. Remember, if you want to try working with your other hand, you can work with your other hand. Okay, good. So, we've worked on pads, pads, push, push. We worked on front back stance. We worked on waist high. And we worked on knees bent. What I want you to do right now is I want you to partner up with one other person, okay? Partner up with one other person and watch each other at how you dribble so that you can have feedback for an exit slip that we're going to do afterwards. So go ahead right now and find a partner. If we're uneven and somebody doesn't have a partner, we can be in groups of 3. So right now, find a partner. Everybody should have a partner. If you don't have a partner, you can be in a group of 3. Right here, somebody needs a partner. Okay, so you 3 right here. All right, so go ahead and dribble, and I want you guys to pay attention to what they're doing, making sure that they're using their pads. What's wrong, sweetie? Yes, you can. Make sure they're using their pads. So go one at a time and watch them, and then they'll watch you so that you can evaluate them. So I want you to go ahead and dribble the ball. Good. Help and give corrections if you need. Yes, you can. So we're making sure that we're watching to see that they're using their fingers. We're making sure, or their pads. We're making sure that they're keeping control of the ball.
We have our own entrance.
Cool. So go ahead and work in that self space and watch your partner. You're welcome. Good job. Have we had time to evaluate everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you 3? You guys evaluate all 3 of you? Okay, good. I like how you guys are respecting your equipment. So when I say the magic word, what I want you to do is go ahead and put your balls back into where the hula hoops are, and then come have a seat. Go.
Like the football. But I know how to do football.
So sit with your partner. Sit with your partner. So whoever your partner were, or if you're in a group of 3, sit with those partners. Okay? So what I have here is an exit slip. Have a seat. What I have here is an exit slip. So what you'll do is you'll put your name on it, and then you'll fill out what is here on this about your partner, what we just did, okay? No, it's not. It's Grizzlies.
Can we have a group of 4?
Well, you're evaluating your partner that you worked with. What we just did. Oh, what we just did. Okay? Here you go. So once you get it, go ahead and fill it out. Is that your partner?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
That would have been bad. They almost put it on my head.
You 2 partners?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a group of 4 actually.
Well, you evaluate each other. You all evaluated each other together, right? So you 2 will evaluate each other. So one person put their name and evaluate the person that you. So you write your name here. He evaluates you. You write his name here. You evaluate him. Are you guys a group of 3? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll give you, here you go. I'll give you another paper. Obviously, you only have to put one person's, just put one person's name. So there's 4 of them there, so put one person's name here, here, and here, and then you guys evaluate how they did. So like if you put your name here, then your partner evaluates you. Does that make sense? So put your name where it says name, and then your partner evaluates you. and then you evaluate your partner. You write your partner name. You write your name. Each of you should be on one of those sheets. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll collect them in a second. So you go ahead and hold on to them. Here you go. What's that? Oh, no, it's right here. So my partner can dribble with the ball close at their body under control.
Okay.
If they can, then you put a check.
Me and my partner have the same thing.
Good.
Wasn't looking up, but looking at the ball.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yes.
What's this?
Look up while they are dribbling. Were they dribbling with their head up? Probably not, because we didn't really talk about that, right? So that's something that we're going to work on next time we have PE, is working with your head up. Good. You learned? That's good, Scarlett. Good. Oh, with his pads? Good. Well, that's good. You learned off of watching somebody else. Good. That's awesome. Dribble the ball close to their body under control. Yeah, if they were dribbling, were they dribbling close to their body under control? Yeah, were they under control? Yeah, then I would say yes. Okay, are we finished filling out our exit slips? Okay, if you're done, you can go ahead and bring them up to me. Thank you. So once you're done, you go ahead and bring it up to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You sure can. Thank you. Good. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, have a seat really quick so we can get lined up. Really quick with the show of hands. Thank you. Really quick with the show of hands. How many of you think that I needed more basketballs? Okay. With the show of hands, how many of you think I needed more of these little different colored vinyl balls? What about the rubber balls? Okay, so everybody thinks I need probably more basketballs. Okay, good. Thank you. That helps me. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to line up so that you can either go and get your snack or go to recess. So if you have a water bottle over here or your jacket over here, I will release those that are nice and quiet. We're not all going to get up at the same time. Okay? So back row, you guys can come up here and get your stuff. Yeah, buddy. Yes, bud, you can go to the bathroom. This row right here, you guys can line up. This row over here, you guys can line up. You guys can